Overwatch has got some pretty amazing maps. They're absolutely beautiful, stunningly crafted. And so I thought today I'm gonna take way too close a look at one of them and just sort of shit all over it. Because that's what we do here at Bear Arms. First of all, and this is something that all the maps have for just gameplay reasons, you cannot enter this whole area where the game happens. It's literally impossible. There is no entryway by any streets or doors. It literally cannot be accessed from the outside unless you are teleported in through the spawn rooms, which, you know, for gameplay reasons, that's exactly what happens. How do you access these buildings right here? What is this? I mean, this is a nice location and all. This is not a door. This looks a little more like a door. I hope nobody steps out of that, because they'd be fucking dead. How do you get here? Do you go through other people's houses to get to your own house? Do you have to go through the bakery to go ahead? Is this where the people in the bakery live? This right here, the spawn room, is supposed to be some kind of mission. And one would assume that in Mexico, it would be a Christian mission. You know, a Catholic one. Yet I see absolutely no Catholic crosses and all those things that I don't know what they have. Sort of crosses and like a dude who hangs from there with the blood and all that. I don't see any of this. This is not a mission. This is just a big house. Another thing that all the maps have is no doors for the entryways. I mean, there's a door to this, whatever this tiny area here is supposed to be. Which, by the way, this might be the door that leads to here. And if it is, why are there these arches that you can go out of in this house? It makes absolutely no sense. Same thing goes for this place, right? Only unlike the other place, there is no possible way that this could lead somewhere else. This is just a kitchen and what appears to be a dining room with no doors. Just sitting here. This is apparently the whole flat. There's no bedroom, no bathroom. This is it. Nothing else needed. Look at this lazy fucking bakery. Nothing on offer. This house here too, there's no way you can enter it. Because apparently, as we've established earlier, this is not a door, this is a window. How do you get in here? I mean, I can see how this might be a part of this house, for which there is a door, but this here is clearly a different edifice. I'm not gonna go through every house that makes no sense in this, because a lot of them don't. I don't know how dire the situation is after the Omnic crisis, but are you sure you're gonna charge 40 bucks for a fucking kilo of fish, right? The only thing they sell here is bell peppers. There's nothing else. No, they do sell chilies too, that's also something, but all the other things, they sell spices here at the vegetable stand. What's with this kebab spit that has no heating apparatus attached to it? How do you warm it up? Is this just frozen kebab? I'd really like to know where exactly this door leads to, honestly. Because apparently, I mean, does it go into... It probably does go into the back room of these stores, doesn't it? This right here is the Dorado History Museum, which, as you can see, not all that extensive. For like a town that's supposed to be super rich. Also, these 3 paintings, apparently they're in here because everyone in town has them. Literally, any house you go into, I'm gonna show you some of these later, has these 3 pictures hanging in them. Just a rule of thumb, if your president, like this dude, puts up statues of himself in rural areas, probably not a good guy. It's just... There's a certain history of certain people doing that, which were not exactly known to be good supreme leaders, if you catch my drift. Why is the access to the vault of this bank in the lobby of the bank, where the customers go? Would it not make more sense to have it here, where any normal bank would have it? Also, look at where those doors are located, right? If we go in here, where do they lead? Do they lead into these lockboxes? What the fuck is going on here? And while we're at it, why the fuck is there a bank inside a nuclear reactor? What sense does that make? one would assume that a town which is apparently plagued by gangsters wouldn't have publicly accessible outdoor couch areas like this. I don't know. This Dorado seems pretty wealthy to me. It don't seem like Los Muertos are that much of a problem. Are we entirely sure that this sort of ziggurat super sci-fi power is entirely safe to be just in the middle of town? I mean, even wind turbines and water power plants are always just a little outside, even though they're super fucking safe. And this thing, we're working with super high energy voltages. Yeah, we can just put this right at the town plaza. It's no problem. Just right by the bank, which we have for some reason. It's no problem. And while I am somewhat curious what this ATS technology plant here, how exactly it functions, I'm much more interested in the premise of the map itself, because I'm gonna go to show you the payload. Apparently, the Lumerico people are somewhat involved with Los Muertos, and like, okay, that's cool, right? And your job on Dorado on the map, as the attacking team, is to deliver the final component of the power plant to restore power to the region. I looked it up, it's on the wiki. Why the fuck are you transporting this super expensive high-tech equipment on a shitty pickup truck? Why are you doing that? What is the reason for this? It's completely unprotected. Who did this? And why are they not getting fired? I mean, at least give me some sort of armored vehicle or put a cage around this. Do you know how fucking expensive this equipment? It's not even fastened and secured. It's just, yeah, we'll just put it on here. The thing doesn't have any borders. It might just fall off. This is the worst plan. No wonder power went out in the first place when you're fucking such idiots running this plant. Jesus Christ. Not only is this one of the pictures from the museum, but this is literally someone hung the same painting literally in the same room. Someone did this. They must really like this painting. I have never seen an orange bell pepper in my life. They probably exist. I've never seen one. Do you really have no security checkpoints for people who want to access this whole thing? It's just, yeah, I mean, this might be a security checkpoint, but it's pretty shit when you can just go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Also, this beach here, right? I mean, it's terrible enough that just everybody in this town seems to have purchased the same 2 models of boat, but how do people get here? How do people get down here without just, I mean, is there like I really hope there's like an access way that's pretty, I mean, it makes no sense to put the access way completely out of the way, out of town. You might assume that there would be some sort of set of stairs that leads right down from here, but that wouldn't make sense from a map design perspective. This house literally has 2 chimneys. For some reason, the people in this particular house get so cold that they need not 1, but 2 chimneys. Oh look, another image of the road. Huh, where have I seen this picture before? Honestly, I think the people of Dorado just have a very narrow taste in art. This house is literally my favorite. This one is the least accessible in all of Dorado. You just can't get here. It's just literally impossible to get into this house. Even through other houses. It's on top of this other house, which is a completely different house. I actually, scratch that. I just pivoted to the right and found this. Though, to be fair, this might still be accessible from the ground. You have this wine cellar here, right? And it just opens up right into this alleyway. It's not connected to any store, it's not connected to any private residence. It's just the public wine cellar, apparently. You know, I don't think this is a very smart idea, just to have someone be able to just peer down into the judge's notes. What exactly he's writing down on his not iPad. Ah, I see what the situation is here with the judge of Dorado. I'm trying to find things to say about this whole power plant that I can nitpick, but honestly, it's all just such it's essentially technobabble, but it's visual technobabble that I don't even know what any of these things do, so I'm just gonna let it be. Thank you for participating in this terrible nitpick of a great map that I love playing and I find visually very appealing. I might do more of these, so please do stay tuned. I probably did not get everything. I'm not CinemaSins, so I don't see that as my job. But I will take a part. Also, medpacks, you know, I just ignored the fact that there's medicine lying around, because I mean that's literally that I can forgive that. But all these other horrible things that Blizzard has done to us, it's not okay. It's not okay, guys.